Greetings and welcome to this edition of
Positronic Hypersonic.
I'm Barry P. Cook, and I'm here to talk to you about the latest episode of My Adventures with Superman, the penultimate episode of Season 2. It was called Pierce the Heavens, Superman. And as it starts, in a fake memory, Superman is on Krypton with his mother, visiting an animal in the zoo, and his mother tells him that his kindness is a weakness. Also on Krypton in a fake memory, Lois emerges from a crater, and when asked by what appears to be Jor-El, she doesn't know why she's there because she can't remember. Outside the simulation, Kryptonian robots shoot Jimmy and Lois's ship as it flies above Metropolis, slicing it open and causing Jimmy and Lois's unconscious self to fall out, at which point Kara has to rescue them. But after she does, and they land safely on Earth, Amanda Waller hits Kara with some kryptonite and captures the three of them. In the simulation, Lois is taken to a prison as fake Jor-El plots to erase her from the simulation before she can destroy it. But before they can do that, Superman brings her some cake, and when they touch hands, her memories come back to her. She tries to tell Superman who he is, but he doesn't believe her, and when Jor-El tries to kick her out of the simulation, it just resets it. Outside the simulation, Perry White and the Flamebirds rescue Jimmy, Lois, and Kara as Brainiac starts an invasion. Inside the simulation, Lois tells Superman the whole story of what's happened since he arrived on Earth and they met and so forth, and he doesn't believe her. Before fake Jor-El and fake Superman's mother try to get rid of her again, and the simulation again resets. It happens multiple times, actually, and at one point, fake Jor-El has trouble finding Lois in the simulation before she's finally able to tell Superman that she's deeply in love with him, and he remembers her name. Outside the simulation, Jimmy tells Kara she can help when she doubts her ability to do so because she was born for war, and she seems to believe him. In the simulation, Superman doubts Lois would come for him once he remembers her because of how she dumped him, but she convinces him that she would have. And when fake Jor-El attacks Lois, she's able to super punch him because it's all taking place in Superman's memory, where Lois is the strongest person he knows. Outside the simulation, Brainiac in Superman's body gives Earth an ultimatum to surrender, and Waller attacks him with her minions and weapons. Kara also attacks him, saying she will fight for Earth. Lex Luthor then brings Metallo robots equipped with kryptonite power cores online and sets them on Brainiac. In the simulation, Lois and Superman kiss and make up and attack the simulation, shattering it, at which point Lois wakes up and sees Superman falling from the sky as Brainiac is expelled from Superman's mind. Brainiac deploys kryptonite shielding and attacks Metropolis with a huge beam, but Kara blocks it. He fires it again, and this time Superman blocks it, and he and Kara team up to stop Brainiac, who has hacked Waller's kryptonite Metallos, which he attacks Kara and Superman with before telling Waller that he has deemed Earth unworthy. And that's where the episode ends. So I really like this episode because I'm a big fan of the Lois and Superman relationship, which I think has been really well done on this show. And I also liked, that it's a continuation of Kara coming around to the fact that she can be a good guy and, coming into her own as her true self and not the warrior that she was sort of forced to be all her life. Once again, of course, the action was great, and Michael Emerson was excellent as Brainiac. And, as it has from the beginning, the show has a lot of heart. There were a lot of really cool moments. There were some funny moments, particularly when Superman is recounting to Lois the story that she told him. So you're from a planet called Earth, where I landed as a child. It's very funny. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, the stage is set for the season finale, which is coming a week from now. And I'll, of course, be here to do a breakdown and review of that episode once it's released. But for now, that's all there is to say. So I'm going to get out of here. Until I return, I wish you peace and long life.